Well, you may recall in an earlier video that we're trying to export this information from GCAD Plus in order to work in the SketchUp 2020 environment to build a 3D model based on this information, to save us the time of laying the design out again. And to transfer the information, we used File and DXF and DXF out. Well, I've started SketchUp 2020, and I'm going to pick one of their templates, just as in GCAD Plus you use a template. I'll pick this architectural millimeter template. To bring in the base information that we exported is just File and Import, and I've called it Landscape Design DXF, and we import it, and there's our model, or the base for our new model. We suggested that you should always check sizes, so I use the measure tool and measure from one side to another, and I get surprisingly a value of 10,160. That's clearly not correct. I couldn't work out what was going wrong, but I'm told when reading up that there's an easy way to scale a model so that you get correct values. And that's done by selecting the information that's come across. It's effectively a block, although SketchUp calls that a component. And we can go to Tools, and there's a Scale command. And the prompt tells us that if we select one of these handles and move like so, we're scaling about in each direction. And you may notice down in the command area there, scale value of 0.71, and we come in like so. Our block, masonry block that's going to support the timber, should be 400 millimeters, and so I've taken read 10,160, and I've put 400 over that value, and we get 0.0393. So we can actually just type 0.0393 and hit enter, and that scales the model the way we want it. So I'll just zoom in, and hopefully when we use the measure tool now and we measure from one side to the other, we get approximately 399. Happily accept that as a value. Why am I emphasizing the importance of this? The answer is, I'm just a tad puzzled. It almost seems to be a 3D view there. I hope that's scaled correctly in all dimensions, but I digress. Let's just see if we can put a rectangle down. That's it. And again, I'm a little puzzled by this value here. It seems that we've changed that. We've put some 3D information in which should not have been there. But again, I digress. The reason that this is important is that I can put a rectangle down on that base, and then I can pull up and just type a value of 500. The masonry block, our specification says it should be 400 by 400 by 500 high. So you can see that building models, new 3D models based on GCAD Plus geometry in the SketchUp environment is really quite easy. I'm just a little puzzled that it's much more difficult to do in the SketchUp 2020 environment than in a very old copy of SketchUp 7.1 that I had.